Okay, we are ready to play some Beethoven today. Let me go post this link over on the website. Website is jollyrogerukulele.com. And from there, you'll pick up our sheet music and you will check our weekly schedule out, and you will check out the entire How to Play Ukulele program. Oops, and then you will do, oops, come on, this goes right here. Space, delete. Link to join, space, control. Let's do this. Got it all messed up here, guys. Alright, so there's that. Link, enter, edit, settings, open a new window, update, and update. Alright, and then we put this over on Twitter, https://jollyrogerukulele.com. Patience, click here, and the little graphic, and tweet, patience. Okay, we have now tweeted. How sweet. Okay, so there's that, and then this is closed, and close that out. Robin is in. Hey, Robin. Vic is in. Sound is good. Eugene, low 80s. Next hour, we're going to try to do a online presentation using all of this, using 3 separate pieces of software simultaneously. I have a pretty good chance we're going to have a complete and utter catastrophe, but it should be entertaining. I've been spent the entire day trying to figure out how to marry these 3 pieces of software, and we'll find out how well I did, huh? All right, let's grab out the legendary iPad, and we're playing Beethoven. We're playing page 4, guys, and so let's swing by that and see how it goes. Close all this out. Go here. Go into my set list. Use ukulele book 2 and Beethoven Sonatina ukulele. All right. So today, to start off with, let's just play down. Didn't we work through 40? When did we work through? We worked through the end of page 3. So let's do that. Let's work through the end of let's play page 3 right now. Grab your ukuleles. If you only have a baritone, grab your baritone, obviously, duh, and play the chords with us. Otherwise, we will be playing. I have tuners all over this house. Every time I look for one, it's not where I think it is. I don't know. I have my 3 main instruments: ukulele, baritone, guitar. None of them have a tuner on them right now. Where are all the tuners, people? There we go. Robin is in. Vic is in. She says I sound okay up in a beautiful Eugene, Oregon. Jan Ann, today it's super hot. I was outside a little bit ago. I think it's 97 again. Yeah, 100 degrees or so. Yeah, it's brutal. Ronnie in 80. I see Ronnie's been having better weather in Albuquerque than here in Denver, and that doesn't seem right. It should be blistering down there. Michelle, 70 degrees, perfect day up in Rockaway Beach. Sandy in 80 degrees, cooled off a little bit. Hey, Sandy, that's good. Janice in from Sydney, Australia, cool down there, I imagine. Lynn in from New Jersey. Hey, Lynn. Nancy, 84 degrees, waiting on another rainstorm. Moving in. Okay, well, I guess that's Florida for you, right? Elizabeth, very hot up in northern Colorado as well. Jacqueline is in from Denver here. And Nancy, is that a mandolin behind you? Yeah, a friend of mine, he came and he says, I'm never playing this. You can have it. And so, yeah, it's one of the old school mandolins. I restrung it and got it up and running, and it sounds lovely. Because I don't have any belief in mandolin as an instrument, I've only printed out a few tablatures on it, and I can play Danny Boy. I'm trying to remember what else I had printed out. I had about 3 mandolin tabs, and I printed them out and played through them. I'm like, yep, sounds like that. Mandolin, it's interesting because you do use a pick, and you play both going down and coming up, and it's a quite different technique than we use on ukulele, and it's super it's not one you just sit down and do, right? You actually have to work on it, and I'm not going to be working on it. So, so yeah, that's what's going on there. All right, guys, you got your Sonatina in front of you. You got page 3 of the ukulele version. I would like to play down through 36, come back up to the top, and then play down through 52. And then, with any luck, we'll be able to finish up page 4 today. We'll see if we get it done, and then we will be ready tomorrow to play the whole thing. So let's give it a try from measure 35. Remember, it's a romance, so soft, pretty, playful in some ways. Just let your ukulele ring out and try to get all these notes as clean as you can, and it'll be fun. Here we go. 1, 2. That's too slow. 1, 2, 3. Right there. How are we playing? Does it make sense? Is the basically, whether you're playing chords or melody, is everything kind of coming together and sounding pretty cool at your house? It's a very fun little piece of music so far. Well, not so far. It's from top to bottom. And again, a perfect setup for those of you who are coming in from book 1 or still, getting your chops up on all of this stuff. And I think it's just a really, really perfectly aligned to what we do around here with wanting to play good music at a higher level than we usually do on ukulele. Let's go play the baritone version real quick. Hey, Linda, welcome in. Let's see. Beethoven's by baritone. All right, same exact measures. Let's go from 35 down through 52 or 252, and make sure you do the repeat. From the top, 1, 2, 3. drama right there. Okay, so that's what we got on page 3. Isn't that lovely? Hopefully that's going well for you. Oh, hey, Rob made it in. 90 degrees, 64% humidity. And when you're in Texas, you also report the humidity. All right, let's go back to the ukulele version real quick. Let's talk about page 4, and let's talk about the intro into page 4. Good to see you, Rob. 75 degrees today. It's nice here, almost nicer than Maui. I know, right? Linda, you've been hitting it perfect over there in Laguna. Or Laguna. Is it Laguna? It's not Laguna. California. SoCal. Fran told me there was rain coming in down there the other day. Here's a tuner right here on the desk. Let's try this one. Going in from measure 52. Measure 52, right? We got the C7, but we don't get to play the 1 because we don't. The melody notes the 0 and then 2-0. Now, Laguna. I thought it was Laguna. Lahaina got in my head because of Hawaii. All right, measure 53. Okay, let's just walk through it, take our time, and we'll see a really interesting thing that happens. So at 53, hit your little mini C chord, hit it again. Okay, and what we've talked about before, I don't often put rests in a piece of ukulele sheet music. Most of the time I'm taking rests out because our instrument doesn't have hardly any sustain to talk about. I'm talking like Rob. It doesn't have a ton of sustain, and so you can usually just throw away all of the rests. You'd like the instrument to keep ringing while you're busy getting your next finger on anyway, so I normally just delete rests, but when you see one, that means you should take it seriously. So if you're looking at measure 52 and you come in bum ba da da, and then you go into page 4, bum rest, bum 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 rest, ba da dum. Okay, you can feel the drama there, and I wish that I was smart enough to think up stuff like that, but it's all Beethoven here happening, right? He's getting ready to lead you off into a new section of the song, so he's creating a ton of drama and using those rests to some advantage. So if you're looking at 52 on bottom on page 3, bum rest, ba da dum, bum rest, blah da dum, bum rest, blah da dum, and then a nice big fermata there. Let that thing ring for a second, and then look, no chords. Okay, we're just going to play a nice little straight up melody. You need to learn more better. I know, right, y'all? All right, here we go. Let's do that little melody run right after 55. Do your big strum, and then I'll tell you when to go. Okay, ready? Strum. Hold it, and then go. 3 1 0 3 1 0 2 0 2 0 1 3 4 1 2 3, and you can feel the whole the main idea of the song coming back. So 58 is going to feel a whole lot like the top of page 3. Let's play from there, from 58. 1 2 3. Oops, sorry. The hard part. You've got to make yourself use your highlighter, yellow highlighter. When you get to the end of 44, your next note is sitting, when you get to the end of 64, your next note's the beginning of 44. So you got to your eyes have to go, oh yeah, I got to get back, F chord. Okay, so we're going to make that turnaround really quick. So we don't need to study very much really from 58 to 64 because you've already learned how to play that in 36 through 43. So again, we're only working on this new stuff. Okay, so I think the big takeaway from this one is make 55, 56, and 57. Don't rush through it. Let that be a legit melody. You want to let that big dramatic moment at 55. Okay, and then or a 5. Is that a 5? And then 3-1-0. And don't play it fast, but just play it well. And the cool moment in there, measure 57, you got that 4. It's the only place in the whole song where a 4 shows up, and you got a G sharp there, and you're playing in the key of F. And G sharp has no business being there except to create tension, to resolve and go back into the main idea. Kind of cool. All right, so we don't need to study 58 through 64 because we've already studied it. Let's go on to 65 to the end and make sure we know what we're doing. Hey, Pam, welcome in. Made it in. Nice day in Connecticut. Worked a 12-hour day. Ugh. Pam, I've told you, just become a professional ukulele player and you get to travel the world making no money. All right, go to 65. 65 is a different feeling overall than the rest of the song. It's sort of the outro. Okay? You know, back in the 70s where they'd just repeat the same phrase over and then they'd turn it down. Repeat and fade is what that piece of paper said. This one we are going to just get a little bit slower, and notice the dynamic here. It says P. That means play it quiet, pianissimo. Let's give it a try. From 65. 1. In 57, I want to let that 4 ring. You can, mine. If you want to. If you're doing your solo, we won't. But yeah, heck yeah. It's a major transition moment. Yeah, it's a good idea, Jen. You should do that. All right, 65. 1, 2, 3. This mess here, right? So we've done this a million times. It's just every time you get to it, it's sort of demoralizing. It's a B flat, and just as we talked about yesterday in level 3, you now have to have a B flat, which is your bar on 5. F shape in front, F on 5 becomes a B flat. And there's an 8 there. That's your melody note. So that's your pinky there. Okay. If you're just playing melody, just play the 8, right? But if you're playing tough uke, you got to get this crazy B flat on and your 5. And then pluck that. Do it now. And then just lift your pinky up to get the 5. And then F chord with the 3. Hit the open 003. F chord. Do this crazy B flat again. F chord. Middle of 75, bar chord, F, and then an open F at 76. And again, we've got rest sitting there, so try to use your right hand to just lay it down gently over your strings to stop the sound for that rest, and then keep going. Okay? Let's see. I don't think anyone wants to listen to me play even. That's not true, Pam. I would love to listen to you play. Warren in from Sydney. Good to see you, bud. All right, let's play down to the bottom. We got time? We got time. It's perfect. Go to 35. We're going to play all the repeats. We'll play down through 43, come back to the top, play all the way down to 44, come back to 64, come back to 44, and then we'll play to the end. Okay, I'll try to keep it slow. The reason you keep it slow is you know down at 71 and 73 there's just a whole bunch of heck waiting for you there, and what you want to do is play at whatever speed you're going to be successful there. last night, if you came to jazz orchestra, you know I play that stuff crazy slow because I know that there's going to be a point in every one of those songs when it's going to just be misery to get through. And if I'm playing at the speed that I like, I'm like, oh, everything's going great, and I hit those hard spots, I'm doomed. Last night I was doomed anyway, but the idea is don't play faster than you can play the hardest parts. Okay? From the top 30, I'm not the top, from 35. I'm going to play the whole 2 pages. 1, 2, 3. Back to 36. Gosh, Gary. $48. $49. Let it ring. I look up at you, and then we say, now let's go. Ready? Play. You're at 44, right? Go. Look at your audience, make sure they're with you, and then go. For Linda, for Jan. To the end. tends to take a little extra time, so you can get it on and go. All right. If you're playing that, you're legit. Any way, right? Whatever way you're playing it. Tomorrow we'll play the entire song top to bottom on both instruments. And so if you're only ukulele, then do take a minute to review the chords and the baritone. And other than that, we're all set. I'm going to go give a short muse score workshop over in level 3. So if you're thinking at any point in your life, you might be thinking about, hey, I would like to type out my own little song or my own gigantic epic opus. I might be able to give you some pointers in the next half hour. Thank you all for being here. It's a lovely day in everywhere we are, right? And so let's keep in mind that that we're very lucky. I will see all of y'all tomorrow for Beethoven Sonatina, top to bottom, 2 different ways, one on baritone, one on ukulele, and off we go. You have a wonderful day. Thanks to everybody for being here. Peace.